My website is on a local server and I want to move it to a live site. Something that sounds very complicated, but really isn't. So much so that I'm going to show you how to do it today in just 4 very simple steps, and quickly enough that we're going to have a little bit of time left to talk about disaster recovery right at the end as well. So let's get straight into step number 1 and you can stop stressing out, I promise. This is my locally hosted WordPress site that I want to move across to the live server. To do that, we need a little bit of assistance from a plugin. So from your WordPress admin dashboard, we're going to head across to plugins and click on add new plugin. From here, we're going to go up to the top right-hand corner into the search bar in the WordPress plugins repository, and we are going to search for Duplicator. Duplicator will pop up on the left-hand side just here. It's like I've done this before, and I'm going to click on install now. Hang around for just a second, and then I'm going to click on activate, just like that. Once you've activated Duplicator, you will end up here, which is on the backup screen. And this is going to be step 2, which is quite simply to create a backup of your entire website. How are we going to do that? Well, you just need to go ahead and click on create new here. And this is going to take you to a screen where you've got a whole host of options. You actually don't need to worry about pretty much any of them. You've got the name that you can call your backup. I'm just going to leave that as it is. You've got the storage options, which will allow me to store this on different places such as Google Drive and OneDrive. However, that option is only available with Duplicator Pro, which we will get to a little bit later on in the video. You've also got backup options, which again with Duplicator Pro will allow you to select what exactly it is you are backing up. However, we want a full site backup, so we're not going to touch that. And then for the installer here, the only thing you actually have to worry about is if you want to add password protection to your backup, which is never a bad idea. So we're just going to leave all of those exactly as they are. Go ahead and click on next. This is going to scan your site and just check that everything is okay for your backup. And I can see here that everything is fine. The notices are things that you can check just to make sure that you're happy with anything that it's saying. I know that these are absolutely fine, so I'm just going to leave all of these as they are and click on build just here, which is going to build my backup. Here we go. That is my backup building. Now, this doesn't take very long, but it might take you a minute, maybe 2. So we will come back when that is complete. There we go. My backup build has been completed and it took just over 2 minutes, which is great. So now we have the option to download the backup files, the installer and the archive file. We want both of them. So let's just download both files just here. Now that's complete, I can just check here and I can see that I have my archive file and my installer file just here. I also have a Duplicator Pro zip file for the Duplicator Pro plugin, which we are going to need for step number 3. Now we're going to navigate over to the dashboard of what will become our live site. And from here, we're going to follow a very similar process to what we did before. Head over to the sidebar, go to plugins and click on add new plugin. The difference this time being, we're going to go to upload plugin just here because we're going to use Duplicator Pro. So I'm going to get my Duplicator Pro file just here. I'm going to drag it into this box and click on install now. If you do want to grab Duplicator Pro, then I will leave links down in the top pinned comment and also in the description where you'll be able to pick it up. And I'll also show you at the end of this video how you're going to be able to do things like automatic backups where you don't have to do anything at all and your website will constantly be backed up and ready and available should anything go wrong. Once the installation is complete, again the same as before, just looking slightly different, we're going to click on Activate Plugin. Once again, that's going to drop us to the Duplicator backups screen. There's no backups there, and we actually don't need this screen at all. So this is now going to be step number 4, where we are going to restore the website by coming over to the sidebar and clicking on Import Backups. And we're going to drag that backup file that we had just here. So I have my backup file. I'm just going to drag and drop it just there. You can see that automatically takes the archive file and starts to restore my website with it. I don't actually have to do anything. So we're going to give this about 10 to 15 minutes to actually work and then go through the remaining steps. So go and grab yourself a snack, a cup of tea, something like that. Well, don't you stay right there because it's going to take you seconds. I'm going to go and grab a snack and a cup of tea and I'll be right back with you. And we're back, and that has completed, which means we can hit continue just here. This is going to give you the option to set a disaster recovery point. This is something you absolutely want to do, and I'll show you how a little bit later, just so we can get through this main section. And all we need to do is click on Launch Installer. You can see here a couple of warnings, such as this is going to clear all the site data and the current package will be installed. This process cannot be undone. This is completely fine. This is exactly what we want to happen. I also have a warning that that disaster recovery point is not set. Again, this is completely fine because I am going to show you how to do it in a second. With all that done, we are just going to read and accept the terms and notices and click on next. Here we go. The uploaded package is being deployed is the technical term here. Essentially, it's extracting all of the files and it's going to run everything so that you have access to an exact replica of that website. And we're going to have it available now directly from your local server over onto your live site. You can see everything has worked absolutely fine. Everything is good. And I can go ahead and hit admin login just here. This is just going to delete some files that don't need to be there. And then you will have access to your entire website. Let's go and check it out. So on the dashboard, when you do log in, it'll take you straight to the Duplicator page and tell you that the site has been successfully migrated if everything has gone well, which it always does. And then I can come up and I can go and visit my site just to double check that everything is exactly as I would expect. So we have managed to move our WordPress site from a local server to a live site incredibly quickly and very easily. There's no technical issues that need to be overcome. It's completely done. However, you also want to set that emergency recovery point, that disaster recovery point. And the way to do that is by clicking this video right here.